found at least a temporary fix by creating a new Discord server, okay, that is US West instead of US East.
You missed the great adventure.
Yeah. Okay, so back to Lucas. Okay, so Lucas, you have just walked outside of the Sheet Down Inn, bidding the woman, farewell or whatever. She says, thank you for choosing Sheet Down Inn instead of the Spider Inn and Pub or whatever it's called. And she just kind of waves at you as you leave. And you come out in the street, and it's filled to the brim with like all these animals and people that you know, and new friends and stuff. But there is this new person, whom you have never seen before. Where did she go? Oh, she was walking away. When you first saw her, it was a blonde woman, with a war dog, basically, and you kind of saw her go around this corner here.
Huh.
Running. She was running.
Well, I know who she is, so Lucas probably see her running. Lucas probably saw her running and probably just doesn't care at this point.
Okay.
Let's go turn to Thrash him and ask. You went to pretty much all the stables in town. Do any have any horses for sale?
Yes, on the east side of town, past through like the bazaar or whatever you want to call it, there was two stables that both had two horses each. The proprietor said they were war horses, but I don't know if they might have other breeds. We're all heavy war horses.
Oh, that's fine. I have spent some time learning how to ride such animals, so a war horse would be fit for my needs. Alright, I'm going to take the time to purchase one. Do try not to get lost without me.
We'll
And
try.
Lucas kind of walks off to the eastern part of town and get to the stables.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is just delete your token here, and I'm going to just kind of warp speed you down to right about, were you just going straight across town and then turning towards the south?
I'll probably move to the market place.
Okay, so you reach this point here, okay? I'm gonna drag you there, all right? So you reach that point, and you're facing, some over here to the east. You see some stables, and you hear a commotion coming from this building here.
Which building?
Shit. This building here. Okay, and you see Sandy, which is Zaalman's pack mule, parked outside of it. Just kind of tied to a post. You remember Zaalmand?
Yeah, I didn't forget him. I was
Okay.
like, okay,
Yeah.
of course, they're all mules to me, so I doubt I'm going to notice Sandy especially, but there's a commotion inside the building.
Yeah, it sounds like merriment, and it is like almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and you hear this from inside. I'm not sure if you have your volume. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, there. Yeah, this one.
Huh. Huh.
Pretty somber music for such a party.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe that's the wrong one.
It's like a heart-filling
No, 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 no,
violin
no.
song.
No, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. Nope, I found it.
It's like an Irish church, man. Party on.
Yeah, I found it. Wrong one. My fault. My fault.
They're having a wake, apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Look, this is
And-
forbidden. It says, huh, they're still going at it.
Yes, this beautiful string instrumental music coming from inside, and the sound of a young man singing about long lost tales and forgotten heroes.
This is a bard song.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
and
this
it's coming
point,
from
Luke is.
inside this door here.
So it's pleasant even to my elven ears.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could take it as unpleasant if you wanted to.
Damn
I
younglings
mean,
and their rock music.
for human music, it is rather pleasant compared to what you've heard.
They got the cats in tune.
And I figure the horse isn't going to be going anywhere at, well, near 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'll step in and see who's playing.
Okay, so you open the door, and you see this bar room here. There is a table here, and you see a familiar face. It's Zalmond, and he's talking to this person here. It looks like a tall, thin male human, and there is sitting here a half-elf with he's got red hair. So from what you know of the elves, usually red-haired elves are Sylvan, and this young man or young half-elf has the half-elvish type of ears, but he has sort of like a red goatee and short red hair. And then at the bar is a good wife. There's actually a fat man waiting tables and a fat woman tending bar. And also over here in the corner is a well-dressed man who is very large. Let's see. He's wearing black leather gamache and garnache, which is a raincoat and rain pants, basically. But they're dry. And he has some empty plates scattered around him, and some empty glasses. Looks like he's been there for a while. And he's sitting there sort of watching you as you come in, and taking a sip from a mug. And there's this young man on the counter here wearing chainmail, and he's holding a lute, and he's playing this beautiful song and singing tales of long forgotten heroes and long lost legends.
Huh. So basically, it's a normal bar atmosphere.
Yeah.
Salmon's hanging out there with these people. I guess I'll approach them.
Okay. And you hear Zalman talking to this guy, and he refers to him as father. Refers to this man as father. He says, "Father, there's a lot to be done, and I heard that there are adventurers here. Thank you for finding me in the woods. I was lost, and I seem to have seen one of my friend's animals in the stable as we came by, but I didn't say anything. I just wanted to wait until now." And he looks over at you and he says, "Oh, hello, Lucas. Father, this is one of my friends."
Yeah, Lucas gives a polite bow. I am Lucas of Luminar.
And the half-elf sort of turns around for a second, and he nods and smiles, and he goes back to his breakfast. It looks like they're having breakfast. And then this man says, "Yes, hello. I am Ashriel. You can call me Ash." And the one that nodded to you, he scarfs down a bite of food, and he turns to you and he says, "And I'm Hadarai. Hadarai Ambercrown. Pleased to meet you."
Yeah, Lucas says, "Well met." And then he kind of offers the half-elf his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, if he leaves me hanging.
Hang on.
Gotta find out which hand to use.
He cautiously takes your hand, sort of looking at your hand and inspecting it from several different angles. And he says, "Hello, pleased to meet you, sir." And he shakes your hand.
Yeah, but I guess I'll turn to Zalma and ask, so this man is your father?
Yes. Yes, he is definitely a man. Yes, and he is my father. Thank you for asking. And he sort of looks over at Hadarai real quick and goes down to eating.
Yeah, but then he'll tell Zalman, yeah, Sashim's gathering his animals and we're about to go. I mean, unless you have some, I'm just letting you know right now. If you still want to follow us around, but...
Oh, well, hang on a second. Let me think about it.
Think.
Thinking. Okay, he goes, I don't really care. I'm just interested in my breakfast at the moment.
It's fine. Enjoy your meal. Luke just gives it a shrug. Oh, by the way, do any of you know anything about Elistar? We may have to stop there before we get to our destination.
Ash pipes up, or Ashriel here. And you notice that his hair color and eye color is somewhat odd for a man. He has silvery white hair, which is odd for how young he looks. So he looks to be like a man in his mid-30s, which is kind of strange because Zalmand is like in his 20s. Alright? And Ashriel has the hair of like an old man, but he looks young. Okay?
Yeah.
And his eyes are like an extremely bright shade of blue. Like sky blue, like almost a luminescent sky blue.
Are Zalman's eyes the same color?
They're reminiscent of it, but they're a little bit more human. But Zalman does have a similar hair color. His hair is just like a gleaming white, and so is his beard. And it gives him the appearance of looking older than he actually is. His face is not wrinkled at all. He's in his early 20s, and he has the hair of like a 70-year-old man, essentially.
Well, Lucas does draw a conclusion, but it's not really relevant at the moment. So he's just gonna let the man's odd appearance slide and listen to what he has to say about Elistar.
Okay. Yeah, he says, I know some things of Elistar. The elvish town to the... Well, the elvish tree town to the northwest. It is run by a king. They have a royal family. Their surname is Haliathrin. Okay, and I'm switching to the map.
Haliathrin, are they Sylvan elves?
No, they're what we would call high elves. King. Okay, I'm sorry, not Haliathrin. It's Herendil. Okay. Their king is Cecilim Herendil, and he has one descendant. Well, he has one son, one child, Lithless Herendil, and several grandchildren actually, some of which are illegitimate. Two of which are Vigo and Victoria. But they are rightful heirs to the throne through legal marriage by Lithless, his son.
I see. How do they respond to outsiders?
Oh, they actually have a trading post on the ground floor of the tree town. There is an inn with a pub. There is a forge and a stable.
Huh. Even a place for all the Tharsham's animals, huh?
Yes. Wait, what do you mean, all his animals?
At this point, Lucas kind of looks at Zalmond. You didn't tell him about the animals?
And Zalman looks at you and he says, no, I didn't really tell him much about you guys at all. Just that I had fallen asleep and my friends had gone along as I had said, and I lost their trail.
Or stealthy.
Although I'm not a tracker in any sense of the word. I just sort of followed the river, and they weren't there when I thought I should have caught up with them. I.e., out of character, you guys left the river and went through the Sylvan Woods, so he was unaware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeping in.
And he goes,
Yeah.
Did you follow the river the entire time? Because that's what I did.
No. Skirted the edges of a sylvan forest, and Thrasham insisted on us going through the Sylvan Woods because apparently magical things tend to show up there. We did, however, encounter a cave owned by a troll.
Interesting.
The worst thing about this cave, however, was it was just one troll, but a bunch of skeletons of dead adventurers lined up on, I guess, around a dinner table, as though they were his friends. He talked to them like they were alive, even though they weren't.
Okay,
We ended up solving the problem, but it was just a little uncanny. Kind of reminds you in a way how dangerous traveling around can actually be.
Mid encounter, we're gonna skip back to Shirka. Okay, Shirka, you and your family finish eating breakfast. It's now 4:40. So
He's going to tell them that she has to be gone by 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Thing.
And your father has packed up your things and placed them by the door, actually.
Okay, and she says that this time she's going to leave behind some gifts for them so that they have something of her to remember by, and she promises to come visit again, obviously. And the gifts are...
says your mom.
She gives her mother that hairbrush that they found in the old cave.
Okay.
So that's an ivory and gold hairbrush.
But it's not cursed.
I've been carrying it around this whole time. Nothing bad's happened to me, so...
Okay.
And to the father, she's going to give mistletoe, I guess.
Ah, okay.
And she's going to say that she knows that he's a worshiper of Odin, but this way uh, she can feel, safe that Aya has a way to, look over him while she's not there. And also, it's a piece of her that he can remember her by.
Oh, thank you, dear. I'll hang it over the door, and its scent will fill the air, warding of your return or whatever.
Just don't eat the berries.
Oh, of course not. But thank you again. I'll turn it into a wreath over the door. And he starts bending it into a wreath. He grabs, like, some string from his, sewing pouch belt thing, and he starts winding it up into a wreath.
She'll give them both a hug and then a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
We'll pick up her pack and start towards the barn, I guess.
And your mom kind of, like, weeps a little bit. She goes, "Oh, my baby, you're leaving again. Oh, come back soon."
Alright. We'll turn around and wave.
Alright.
When she is about to get around the corner of the inn, I guess.
Okay.
And this is where everyone is right now.
Strange, I don't see your token moving or anything.
I haven't moved yet. I was just narrating. I'm gonna
Okay.
clop her with the group if they're still there behind the inn.
Yeah. Okay, Kookaloo, you see Shirka come around the corner. From this direction.
Basically here.
Kookaloo?
Oh, did he do a thing that we
I'm-
can't hear him anymore?
I'm not hearing Kookaloo.
I'm
Oh,
it.
please, not again.
Yeah,
He's not lighting up. He might have
He
just.
was lighting up. Yeah.
he was.
I'm back.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Welcome
Okay.
back. Yay.
Woohoo! And can anyone not hear him?
Hear him.
Everyone hears him. Sweet!
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Kookaloo, you see Shirka come from around the corner.
Where is everybody else?
They're right in
Are
front
they
of
where
you.
their tokens are?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you saw Saria kind of run around this corner here, and you saw Lucas go off down this way
Okay.
about 5 minutes ago.
I tap Anatar
Yeah.
and point over to Shirka. Kookaloo, kookaloo.
Ah, since
Sees
we
you again, and she goes, "Whoa, ugly."
Just stares at her.
everybody seems to be
Blankly.
here. We're just missing the elf.
He went to go get a horse.
Good morning, Circa.
I don't speak so loud.
Whatever. So, did we learn anything about this tomb or this Arkanhod or anything?
Who, me?
Anybody, yeah.
I was spending
not
time
heard
with my
anything new.
family.
Ah. Yeah, I forgot you had family here. It's good for you. Down, boy.
Is your dog talking, right?
That's Solon, apparently, role-playing.
So, Frozen, do you believe it's wise for us to invite Saria without talking with her parents?
Seems old enough to make her own decisions, and she went home to talk to them. So unless they forbid it, should be okay.
Wait, who?
It
This
seems we have
stable
new
lady we met
components.
named Saria.
Uh,
Time, I guess, but was in the stables and seemed to be interested in into adventure. And I thought it'd be better for her to join a group than to try on her own. Bad things can happen to lone adventurers.
as long as you protect her, because I'm not sure a stable girl, survive undead horde.
Sure, she
Yeah.
has very many important skills.
Like cleaning stables.
Big shit around.
I suppose she knows how
I'll
to take
shrug.
care of all those animals.
She probably deals with a lot of bones. Just gotta wait for Lucas to get his horse.
Okay, now back to Saria here. So, Saria, when you walk in, it looks like your parents are stirring. Saria,
They're what?
they're stirring like they're
Got a bowl.
they're active, and you caught your dad just about to walk out the door to go to the kennels. It is 4:30 in the morning. Oh, sorry, 4:40.
You won't believe it, Pa. You won't believe it, Pa. I was down at the stables helping out, and Maya, you remember? Thalia told us about him and his exploits. He invited me to journey with his company.
And he says, "Oh, what? You're leaving us? Well, I suppose with your
By
mother and I,
chance,
we
you
could-
know, I've
Well, I suppose you need to make your name for yourself somehow with your special powers. I knew this day would come, and your mom's like, "Yes, I knew it too. I always had dreams that you would become a powerful person."
Mothers are always crying.
Just be amazed that there's so many mothers alive. Usually backstories involve dead parents.
Saria, can you hear me?
Minor
Well,
death.
that's what happens when
Thank you for bringing that up.
basically lose.
Saria, can you hear me?
I'll be okay, Ma. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Saria, can you hear me talk though?
This is a good company. Yes, I hear you.
Okay, good. All right.
I hear you, but it's cutting in and out. But
Well, if your parents are dead and your backstory, that means you suck.
And your dad comes over and puts his arm around her and he says, "It'll be all right, Freyanna. We'll be able to take care of the kennels without her. No problem. She even has taken up a part-time
I'll be
job at
back."
the stables. We've got this covered. Yeah, don't worry about us, Saria. We'll be here when you come back. It's about time that you left the nest anyways. You are
one bed.
You are 19. I was wondering when this day would come."
Yeah. You people reach adulthood at 15. We want you out of the house already. Just
Say what? Okay. Okay. And your parents they walk out the door with you. Whoops. They go out the door with you, and your father locks up the door. and they hug you and kiss you goodbye, and then wave as they go over to the kennel over here, and they kind of disappear inside. Yeah. Okay. All right, back to Lucas. Yeah, Zalamon's like, oh, I wish I could have been there. Interesting. Ah, hmm. A very ugly fellow, I guess, I gather. Gross. Hmm. And this guy over here pipes up, and he stops performing his song or whatever, and he says, "Hoy, are you an adventurer?" And he hops down off the bar. Huh. I've been having a bit of the wanderlust for some time now, and I completely missed my opportunity to join the bunch before they left town. Uh, the bunch. No, why do you ask? Huh. Yes, tell me more stories. Yes. I sort of overheard some of yours. Ooh, interesting. A kraken. Yes, please tell me more. And what happened then? Yes. And he starts playing his lute, and he sings a song about the circus, like how they came from the west, and he tells a tale of how they came from the west, and there was the priesthood of the duality of the wheel that had taken up, they had conquered Bryn, which is in central Panoplia, so that's west of here still. And along came the circus, and they slew the priesthood and restored the sanity of the princess. And their current quest, actually, is trying to restore the princess to power in Bryn. by gathering the or currying the favor of all the former lords, being the Ranger Lord of Blackburg, the Pirate Lord of Aquabelia, and the third Lord of Kensington is missing in action because of an attack that the priesthood had waged on Kensington while the the members of the circus were building castles or something like that.
I think it was when we were constructing or rebuilding or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so reconstructing an ancient elvish castle or stronghold of high elves in a forest far to the west, which is it's still in central Panoplia. But he sings of a tale where they were gone to restore it for a while. It took like 6 months or something like that. And during that time, the priesthood sacked Kensington, destroyed most of the buildings, and killed a lot of people. And Lord Kensington has gone missing. But he sings that's their current quest, basically. The circus, sorry. And he says, "Well, how do you like my song?" Oh. Um. Okay. Justin looks to you and he says, "May I come with you, sir? What is your name?" Would thou be my mentor for the time? I am new to the trade of adventure. Okay, so basically, what happened just then is, I completely forgot about your racial penalty, but I rolled a 4 on 2d10, which is really low. So with a -3, that came to 7, being the bare minimum for him to be friendly to you. Yeah, yeah. So either way, he is now your friend, and if you choose to accept him as a henchman, you may do so now. Okay. So he is a level 1 bard named Justin Seitz, and I'm going to give you control of him now. Okay. So if you close your journal tab and then reopen it, you'll have access to his character sheet now. And I'm going to move it into your folder. Yeah. No, they get them automatically. Bards do, yeah.
I thought they had to find all their spells.
They quote unquote find them, air quotes. Just in the process of adventuring, that's what the book says. And they don't have a chance to learn spell. They actually have a chance to read languages.
Oh yeah, it's based on that deep skill, right?
Yes.
Because they never get to read magic.
Yeah. Well, they can.
But they don't start off with it.
Yeah, they don't start off with it. Okay, so I'm just moving his sheet to your folder, Lucas. Okay, so Justin, add subfolder. Justin. And you've got Justin Bieber as uh yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah, he's armed with a gun and he has a belt pouch. Um, small tank, 1, 2 blanket. Let's see. Large belt pouch A. Yeah, large belt pouch B. Has basically 40 charges worth of ammo and powder. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think it's their only bard because the other one left us, right?
No, Kukulu is a bard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a traditional bard, yeah.
Like the actual true bard kit or just the traditional bard?
Say it again.
Me?
Yeah.
I was curious if it was just like a bard out of the player's handbook or the true bard kit in the bard's handbook.
The bard of the player's handbook is actually the true bard kit. So I'll put that on his character sheet right now.
I thought there was some slight differences. Like you get a few bonuses or something like that.
Maybe, and we can change those later, Lucas, if you want to research that stuff. So he is the true bard out of the book. So I didn't bother cracking the bard's handbook open to make him. So you can change things however you see fit later. You can do that.
Like you know,
Okay. All right. All right.
instrument of choice, pipe organ, you know, fun stuff.
No, I don't have a horse actually. I'm a little bit light in the purse. Okay. And he says, "Could you teach me how to ride? I've never ridden before, actually." Thank you, sir. Yes. You hear rustling from up here. Yeah, you find a door here. And you look inside, and there are 2 war horses available. And they look heavy. Yeah, yeah. Your mic,
Uh,
or maybe it's mine. Huh. Weird. Couldn't tell. Yeah, it's going crackly. Can you hear it? Okay, yeah, it's yours then. Okay. Yeah, so there is a, you can see the door. You can see a stable boy inside and several war horses. Can you see all that? Alright. Oh, okay. The door is actually kind of cracked open. That's why you could see inside. Is somebody refreshing? I think we lost Kookaloo. Okay, and at this time we are going to switch back to the main party here. That was about 10 minutes. Okay, Kookaloo, are you there? Ah, okay, okay. Um, so, yeah, seems like everybody's here except for Lucas. So, let's see. Shirka, you see a woman with honey blonde hair and a war dog come from around this corner here. And she walks right up to Kookaloo and Anatar and Thrasham past Scarret.
She'll wave and say, "You must be sorry."
Aren't you the tailor's daughter?
Yes. I'm surprised you know me.
I've seen you around town now and then, but we've never talked.
I've been gone for like a few.
Where did you go?
I went into the forever forest looking for adventure. Uh, Pretty much since then I've been living in the forest.